not targeting anyone else in Gaza but civilians. Hamas is cynically, but rather terrorists, of course.
People are trying to suggest that there is some sort of moral equivalence. There is no moral equivalence. We are not the victims.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Sorry, we are the victims.
Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Of Ukraine.
Men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Michael and I...
The policeman isn't there to create disorder. The policeman is there to preserve disorder.
Of this country, including Osama, Obama.
About the president. For 7.5 years I've worked alongside him, and I'm proud to have been his partner. And we've had triumphs, we've made some mistakes, we've had some successes.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
They want us to leave. That's what they want us to do. And I think the world would be better off if we did leave.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
If we didn't, if
I thought our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
It was at this moment that he...
In 1962, the top military minds of America proposed terror attacks on its own people. And they did it so confidently because they believed the ends justified the means. That alone should have sparked a national scandal, but it didn't. The Northwoods remained buried until 1997, when it was uncovered through a sweep of documents released by the JFK Assassination Records Review Board. The plan sat untouched in the Pentagon archives for decades, until a handful of researchers started asking the right questions. And by then, all of the architects were gone, and the Cold War they hoped to escalate was long over. For historians, it became a case study in how far democracy can drift behind closed doors. For others, it raised darker questions. Why would a government even consider something like this? What else might have been proposed and buried? Operation Northwoods wasn't some isolated idea. Elements inside the US government had long considered psychological warfare and staged provocations. From World War II deception operations to Cold War contingency planning, the logic was always the same. If public opinion won't go where you want it, give it a push. But most of all, what would have happened if Kennedy had said yes? In the months after he rejected Northwoods, his relationship with the Joint Chiefs deteriorated.
I literally just said I was done with this nonsense. And I literally just made a post showing how they're all part of a club that loves the number 33. And I showed it in the very first Yahoo article talking about it today. If you scroll down, they always do it. They show you 3 in 3 in this article. They tell you. But guess what? They think you are so dumb that they just rub it in your face so insanely. Following a nearly 2-day manhunt, a suspect in the of was taken into custody on Friday, 33 hours after he was boom. You almost gotta be a blubbering idiot not to see how this is just complete and utter false flag nonsense. False flag nonsense. You're believing a bunch of liars that are lying to you, including this guy. They're making an idol out of him, and you're paying tribute and you're worshiping a fallen idol. How do you not get this? He's not gone. He's part of the club. He's going to resurface very shortly in a new role. That's what they do. They fake and stage this stuff.
Here's some more videos of the fittest flat earther, but I do have to say beforehand that he does believe in the depths of Satan. You're supposed to get the truth and then spit out the lies.
That's a funny looking hand symbol. I wonder what it means. And that hand, especially that finger, moves strangely, almost like a hologram or AI. It doesn't look like a normal hand. Normal hands don't do that. And I've heard of hypercolor shirts, but I've never heard of shirts where letters disappear. Freedom to freedom. Where's that F go? Huh. Oh, and did you notice how his hair just moves so strangely? Have you ever seen his hair? It's plastered on. Does that look like hair that's gonna just move all over the place? I don't think so. You know, I've done some videos in the past showing some things on how people think certain people get and they don't. MLK, Don King, John Lennon, Steve Jobs, no, John Lennon, Steve Jobs, and, well, so many people saw that one though, it had to be real. Wake up, people, come on. They're all part of the club that you're not in, and they don't take out their own kind. And they tell you, you just gotta be paying attention. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. You know what the two easiest ways to divide a nation are? Add in a little trauma-based mind control from the tell-lie vision. The tell-lie visions. And that's not just limited to TV, it's social media. They paint a picture for you to believe so they can mind control you. And it's working. Do you think it's just a coincidence that the Civil War movie showing who they actually worship, it's not the Statue of Liberty's torch, it's the statue of Lucifer. And they put these movies out to get it on the collective consciousness, so we manifest it. And guess what? All you people up in arms about these two incidences, you're being mind controlled. I promise you. This is what they do. They create false flags to control us, to mind manipulate us, to pin us against each other. Right, left, white, black, whatever they can do to pin us against each other so we don't look at them. But here's the problem though. Some of you don't understand that because what you see on TV is truth to you. But some of us have figured that out and we're trying to inform you, hey, you're being lied to. Stop dividing us more by getting so angry and emotional and upset about this. This was 1 second before, and that his ring magically disappeared and appeared on his pinky finger 1 second after. But I know that's not enough for you. So I want you to watch this, which probably a lot of you have never seen. The supposed already happened, and oh yeah, she looks so terrible. And it was all done up here. All the supposed, you know what, was done up there with no blood, but all of a sudden it's under her butt. And what she's doing here is holding her phone, which in my opinion has the ability to squirt that really, really fake looking BLOOD that you're gonna see squirt. Watch. There's her phone, and watch, she switches it to her other hand, and come on, people. You're being mind manipulated, and you're causing the rest of us to fight tooth and nail to get you to see it so the whole entire country doesn't crumble with civil war. And oh, there's a nice little Dallas star, otherwise known as a pentagram. You know, the whole thing that the Satanists worship, the ones that run this government that you're believing and fighting for. Fight for us, not them. And by us, not them, I mean human beings, because they're not human beings, they're monsters. That's a Masonic hand symbol. They don't take out their own members. It's nonsense. You're believing nonsense and you're letting it control your mind. I'm just trying to help you. I lost like 10,000 followers yesterday because I'm just trying to help people see the truth in all this freaking nonsense. Go look up what the Freemasons are if you don't know. Go look up how George Washington and all the presidents were Freemasons. Secret societies run this realm, and they're controlling your mind. Stop it. Stop letting them. Love one another. Love us all. Just not the people on TV, because they don't love you. But of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. I know poor Charlie was just holding his hands conveniently there, just like people on both sides of the party, red and blue. They're against you. Figure it out. Entertainment only.